If you're a coach trying to attract clients with any of these 10 marketing strategies, you're really wasting your time with what I would call hope marketing. Now, I know that sounds harsh, but I want you to avoid the mistakes that I made, which is working really, really hard, but in the complete wrong direction. So first off is free social media posts. This is images or videos you post on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. The problem is limited reach. You might have 1,000 followers, but your post only gets seen by 100 people. Even if you post 5 times this week, it's essentially to the same people, and you just end up sinking all this time and energy feeding the beast of social media. You must have a way to reach hundreds or thousands of new people each week. So you can post for free on social media, but it is not your main focus for attracting clients. Now, you might be saying, hey, Cham, I get clients from doing that. You might get 1 or 2, but it's such a manual process. And you can't scale it. Like, you can't just decide to triple the amount of results you get the next day and triple it again the next week just because you want to. You're going to hit this ceiling on the amount of followers you have. Now, as I go through these, the question you should ask yourself is not, will it work? If you ask yourself, will it work? I mean, does cold calling work? Well, then maybe you should start cold calling. Of course not. The question you should ask yourself instead is this the best use of my time? Because you can never get back your most precious resource, which is time. Number 2, boosting posts on Facebook. You may have seen there's a little blue button at the bottom of a lot of posts that says boost post. This is really what I would call hope marketing. It's a Facebook tax on ignorance. It's for people who don't really know what they're doing, because Facebook doesn't have a human being looking at your posts giving you this recommendation to boost the post. It's just a computer. So if you click boost post and just throw $50 at it and see what happens, now that motivational quote from you or Richard Branson, it gets more likes. But what's that doing? How is that actually going to lead to more coaching clients for you? Is that building your brand or Richard Branson's brand? So number 3 is bright, shiny objects like Clubhouse, running challenges, or any type of new hot thing, because these things have not stood the test of time. They're hot 1 minute and then they're not the next, and it ends up wasting your time, just like Periscope. What's Periscope, you might ask? Exactly. You shouldn't be touching any of these bright, shiny objects until you've at least maximized the tried and true things in marketing, like email, event marketing, joint ventures, or paid ads done the right way. Now, if you resonate with anything I've been talking about here, it's probably because you like to do things like myself one time and get paid for it, or get the results of it many times over, ideally forever. And I know I'm being brutally honest, but just know that this isn't based on some blog post I just read. I co-founded a business from scratch called Authentic Education back in 2009. I've been in charge of the marketing ever since. We've invested millions of dollars in marketing. We've now grown to about 20 full-time team members. We've worked with people like Dr. John Demartini, John Assaraf from The Secret, been featured in the media, the whole thing. Number 4 is podcasts. Build it and they will come, except when they don't, because podcasts are like websites. Just because you have a website, Google isn't going to automatically send you heaps of traffic. Did you know there are over 2 million podcasts on iTunes right now? So if you have a podcast, you still need to drive traffic to it. I speak from experience. I had a podcast, did a whole bunch of episodes, and I stopped my podcast. But Cham, some people get really, really great results from podcasts. That's because they dedicate themselves to just doing podcasts for years and years. So will podcasts work? Yes. Is it the best use of your time as a coach? Probably not. Number 5 is Facebook groups. This is where you create a free group on Facebook and then people come to it or you invite them to it. But the problem, once again, it's not scalable. You can't decide to triple the amount of people that are in your Facebook group. And it is so manual. You always need to be posting, direct messaging people, trying to stop other spammers from joining your group and messaging your people. And then the reach is terrible. Like, I've got 3 groups with over 3,000 people in each group, and each post only gets like a couple of hundred people that it reaches. That's because there are hundreds of millions of Facebook groups out there. So on average, every Facebook user has created 2 Facebook groups. Number 6 is lead magnets, like ebooks, PDFs, or any type of download. They're not really good because people don't spend time on them. Just think about your own life as an example. How much time, honestly, have you spent in the last month reading stuff you've downloaded off the internet, like an ebook or a special report? Not much. And even if you have spent some time, there's not much trust built because I don't see your face, your facial expressions. So that's why I don't really like ebooks or downloads. It's not the best use of your time. Number 7 is stories or going live on Facebook or Instagram, etc. there's just no longevity. You do an Instagram story or a Facebook Live today, but tomorrow Facebook is expecting something brand new from you. You can't reuse it, so you just end up sinking more time, and that's the issue. Once again, you can do these things, but do not rely on them as the main way you attract new coaching clients into your business. Number 8 is networking. The time cost is just way too high. To physically leave your house to do networking like I used to do, or even virtual networking, it's not a way you can reliably grow your business because you're in essence trading time for money. If you want to double your business the next week, what are you supposed to do? Spend 8 hours networking instead of 4? It's just way too much. Number 9 are old business cards or old contacts you have. So about 15 years ago, my business partner handed me a box of old business cards he collected, and we thought it would be marketing gold. But it wasn't. I spent days of my life entering in their details in a spreadsheet, emailing them, then even more days of my life handling the complaints and questions I received, then removing them from our database altogether. If you don't remember who that person is, they probably do not remember you. There's no relationship. It's more trouble than it's worth. It can also get you blacklisted by Gmail, Yahoo, and other email providers. Number 10 is direct messaging. So this is direct messaging people on LinkedIn or Facebook groups or any type of platform. You know those messages that go, hey, I see we have similar connections. I'd like to know what you do, etc., etc. It's just not starting a relationship built on trust. And it's not the best use of your time. It's also a really great way to get your account blocked. I say that kind of in a joking way, but also not. There's been dozens of people that have reached out to me over the years saying their account got blocked or limited by sending too many direct messages. And I say, I don't know where you learned this strategy from, but it definitely was not from me. So all of these things, when you condense it down, is what I would call hope marketing. Just putting a piece of marketing out there and then hoping that it succeeds. It's not reliable, not predictable, and it is no way to grow your coaching business. So you might be thinking right now, okay, Mr. Smarty Pants Asian that's on this video, like what's the best way to attract clients then? This is what I would call the marketing map. It's an acronym. The M stands for Meet Your Ideal Client. There are only 7 different methods that I recommend to meet your ideal client. The A stands for Ask for Their Time. Now we really need to ask for people's time, not email addresses, not money, not a special discount you've got going on at the moment, because time builds trust. And time and trust are the essential building blocks for a relationship. There are 3 ways you should ask for people's time. Then the P stands for Present Your Offer. I've found in testing dozens of ways, there is only one ideal way that each and every coach should be presenting their offer. Now this whole marketing map, meet your ideal clients, ask for their time, present your offer, it obviously takes more time than a quick post like this to explain properly, to the point where you actually get it, to the point where the light bulb moment goes off in your mind and you start thinking, what have I been doing for the last 12 months or last 12 years in my coaching business? So from one business owner to another, I would love to show you the best way to grow a successful coaching business. That's why I created a very special event called How to Attract Coaching Clients Consistently. This is where you'll discover the best way to meet your ideal clients. Now I say best because I could probably make a prediction about you right now, that you're doing way too much. You probably have a lot of activity, but not a lot of clients. So my promise to you is that you'll get results at triple the speed of 99% of the coaches out there. So if you want to learn more about the event or book your free ticket, just click the link in this post. You're going to see live demonstrations, by the way, not just theory, on how to use things like social media, Facebook ads, Google, ChatGPT, and a whole lot more, but doing it the right way to create a successful coaching business. Even if you're a beginner, even if you're on a budget or you're bad with computers. Now, I just want to talk about the elephant in the room, which is, sounds like a great event, but why is it free? Something I see most companies don't really address. It's free because we use a marketing method called freemium. Like, why is Zoom free, Google free, Spotify free? They deliver amazing value up front, and then a small percentage of people decide to take them up on the premium version, and it just makes it win-win for everyone. And we do exactly the same thing. So, if you would like to stop hope marketing, if you want to stop tiring yourself out, chasing all these different bright, shiny objects, and you would rather learn and focus on one tried and true method to grow your coaching business, then check out How to Attract Coaching Clients Consistently by clicking the link in this post, and I'll see you very soon.